Hello and welcome to Two Sides of the Same Coin.
How you doing?
I'm Noah.
PJ here.
And we're back together and we're in person. Theme song.
Two sides of the same coin.
That podcast is weird.
Hello, folks. It's so exciting to do another episode for you. Sorry, haven't recorded in a week. I had to do some college stuff, and I'm so happy. PJ's actually with me here in my room. We're in the makeshift recording studio. I'm so hyped.
I'm not a force ghost today.
He's not a force ghost today. Today we have a special talk. Today we're gonna be talking about Indiana Jones, particularly.
You call him Dr. Jones, dog.
Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones. Yeah, we're good. The new trailer just dropped. I think a week ago.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's super exciting. But first, I want to do a quick announcement. I might cut this out later, but folks, we said in the beginning, we're not doing this podcast to get rich, but we would like to make some money from this podcast, especially to help us upgrade equipment so we can give you the best quality. And I'm going to be opening up the Anchor donations. So if you go to the link in the description, you can donate as little as $1 a month to help us upgrade our equipment, so we can give you the best quality. So maybe the audio doesn't sound as bad when I do car ride reviews. Maybe so I can afford another mic when I have guests, and so we can get PJ another mic when we're recording separately, so he doesn't sound like he's talking out of a trash can.
Hey, I like trash. Oscar loves trash. Don't bad the trash.
Don't bad the trash. But yeah, and as for our future episodes, they're coming. Maybe you'll get 2 a week in December. Maybe you won't. We'll see what happens. It's a change in time, but I am dedicated to giving out decent content, especially for the people who want the Star Wars series to start. It will start in January. But yeah, let's get into so what do you want to talk about first? You want to you want to just go straight to the new trailer, or do you want to talk about like Indiana Jones in general first and then go into the trailer?
Let's go back in time. Let's go back in time and start with the original movies.
Oh, the original movie. So Raiders of the Lost Ark.
One of my favorites,
yeah.
Along with oh Lord, forgive me. This cold still has my head, so forgive my thinking process. Oh,
the third one.
So we have the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then we have
Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom. I like Temple of Doom, but they're the other one, the third one.
Last Crusade.
Thank you. My brain doesn't work.
Last Crusade is probably the best one.
Is my favorite because why? Who's in it?
Sean Connery.
You got that right, lad.
Sean Connery.
Junior.
Sean Connery. Shake, not stir. Yeah, just I love Sean Connery. One of my favorite actors in the series is probably one of the minor characters, John Rhys Davies, and he's in the new one, and because that was his voice talk. If you see in the trailer, that was his voice talking. It makes John Rhys Davies, I think, is a very underrated actor, and I think he puts some cool dramatic scenes in Indiana Jones, in my opinion.
Indy,
they shot my dog. They shot my car.
The dog. The dog.
You were named after the dog. Indy, hurry! Oh my god.
Henry Jones Jr.
Sean, He was in a lot of stuff in like in the 80s and 90s.
Well, he was in a lot more than that. A lot more than that. Way
Yeah.
back even further. But still, let's go off with the Ark. Let's start with the Ark.
What?
Your favorite stuff about the Ark?
Oh, the art.
Yeah, the movie.
I have to say the opening is pretty cool when he's going through that temple trying to get the artifact. And fun fact, that one the one guide who ends up getting spiked, that's Alfred Molina.
Yes, it is. A very young Alfred
Like,
Molina.
I didn't realize that until I like looked at the cast. I'm just like, wait, that's Alfred Molina. He looks super young, and he's, I mean, not that he's fat, but he's like skinny, really skinny in that movie.
Well, later on, your body changes.
Yeah.
But my favorite scene with him is where he's standing, watching Indy get the idol, and his fingers are just like he's Italian for a second. Like, oh my gosh, I see it. I want it.
Yeah. No, the beginning's great. That villain, like the weird professor, I never really liked him as a villain because it's like, sure, he's evil and he's kind of a jerk, but he's like not. I don't know. I don't get like the most evil vibes from, like, not as evil as that one dude in like the black coat.
Yeah, but you also have to remember that this dude was an archaeologist, so he was kind of in between. He really wasn't an evil guy. He just wanted his own stuff. Yeah,
and he didn't really care what
happened to other stuff. He was more in it for the glory.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to remember how. Oh, he so Indiana Jones, he decides to pursue the Ark because I forget what board, but like the members of this board was like talking to him because I guess
top men. It was the U.S. government.
Oh yeah,
we're talking about Wolf. Mind you, folks, this is for movie stuff. If Hitler gets his hands on it, then he's going to use it as a super weapon. Yeah, which, I mean. Here's the thing: if we want to get like biblical with it, if any of them like even like came in within 10 feet of the Ark, they would die. Zappity zap zap, baby.
I think that's one of the reasons why no one's really found the Ark to this day. I mean, actually, I think the Ark is found. It's just who has it.
True.
I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of government and whole stuff, especially because I think some people think
top men.
What is that from?
That's from Indy. That's what they said at the end of the movie. Top men. Where's the Ark? Hidden. With whom? Top men.
We have a top men. Oh. So, it's like a race to find the Ark between Indy and the Nazis.
Yes, which in turn, if you really think about it, Indy really did not have to do anything.
Yeah,
because the Ark pretty much got rid of them in the end anyway. Which
that's a very, very graphic.
It is, but it was the best at its time, and it still is. In my mind, it's better than any modern day horror CGI. Yeah, the way they did it was freaking.
I watched this movie. I watched these movies when I was like really young. I remember my parents just like cover your eyes.
Yeah, especially in Temple of Doom, where
Temple of Doom.
Grabs the heart.
Kaliba.
Right.
Kaliba.
Back on track. We're off track.
So what? Then he goes to like a past girlfriend, or it was like the daughter of his mentor.
Yes.
And Miriam.
Mm-hmm.
Miriam, because she has like the supposed key to like find the Ark, and then she says no at first, and then the Nazis come after her. And then they end up going to, is it Egypt? I think they're in the Sahara.
Well, we're close to it, at least.
Yeah. So they go down there. They're like hiding from the Nazis, and there's, I keep forgetting. What's the name of John Rhys Davies? No, they're in Cairo.
Yeah, Cairo, because I think they're close. They're not in Thebes, but they're somewhere else.
Yeah. What's the name of John Rhys Davies?
Sala! I told you, no more camels. Orindi! Compensation for my brother's car.
Oh, man. I love John Reed's series in these movies so much. But so
don't forget they pick up a monkey too.
And doesn't
bad dates.
Oh yeah, and the monkey dies because someone tries to poison Indy. Miriam gets captured. Well, Indy thinks that she's dead until he stumbles upon while he's like finding the location with the artifact that Miriam had, and what they found out.
Well, don't forget the sword fight bit where
I
swings the sword
and pow.
That was actually Harrison Ford being like, I can't do this. I gotta go take a poop because I got bad diarrhea. Yeah, that whole scene was him. He had bad diarrhea. He was sick.
Oh, boy.
So he's just like, screw this. Bam. And the actor just went with it. He's like, okay. Falls back. They actually kept it because it was supposed to be a lengthy sword fight or something.
That's one thing I didn't like about the Lego Indiana Jones games, because the dude in the one game he shoots and the thing is the dude actually blocks it with the sword, which I mean Lego always has to do their own twist to things, and I respect that, but I was a little irritated when they when they made the fight. But yeah. So Miriam gets captured. Indy almost gets poisoned. They finds out that the Nazis are digging in the wrong place
because they measured the staff too wrong.
Yeah, the staff is too long. They're digging in the wrong place. Bad dates. And
bring back staff to Okadam.
Yeah. So they go. They find out where the Ark is located. They dig. And I don't know. It's a weird scene. Like the sky's a weird color, and like Indy goes through a weird like change clothes scene. And then they find like the temple, and then they open the cavern.
Asps, snakes.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Oh crap. Pause. Pause. It's not gonna pause. Alright, I'll cut it out in post. Spam mail!
We have
Spam call!
Technical difficulties, folks.
Spam call!
We need to find out if your car insurance warranty is still good.
I never liked spam. Especially.
We'll get into Monty Python another
we need to watch my pup.
Anyway, back to Indy.
Back to Indiana Jones. Steaks. Why did it have to be steaks? What did they end up doing to get past? Oh yeah, gas and torches.
Set them on fire. Cook them.
And so they end up getting the Ark, and right as they raise the Ark up, boom! The Nazis are on them. Which I mean, then again, I wasn't too surprised because it's like it's just a random people out in the desert. It's not gonna take too long to spot them because they're however far away from them.
Especially up on a crest of a hill.
Yeah, and then they take the Ark, leave Indy in the tomb. They drop Miriam in, even though the rival, the weird professor,
didn't want to.
He has a weird. It's kind of creepy relationship with Miriam. Especially that weird drinking scene. Yeah, because Miriam's like, I wouldn't call her an alcoholic.
I don't know. She drank a lot. Especially
I know.
One scene out in Tibet.
Yeah. Well, we won't get into that. But so they're trapped in the temple, and they eventually get out. Despite there being a lot of snakes, they find like a secret passage, and they find, which I think is one of the creepiest scenes. They find like a lot of hanging
mummies.
Yeah, mummies, which is it's terrifying. It's a scary scene.
It is, but even in Egyptian burials, it wouldn't be like that.
No, well,
still was a.
I don't remember all the history with like. Or at least there in the movie, what the history was with how the Ark was hidden or buried, or like who had it last. Even in the Bible, it's like unsure who had the Ark last.
We could get into history there,
yeah.
but let's continue on.
They make it out of the temple. Sala is like surprised to see him alive, and Indy goes after the. I can't remember what happens first. Does the truck scene happen first, or does the airplane fight happen first?
I think it's the airplane fight.
Yeah, because I think doesn't they like when they get out of the temple? Isn't the airplane like right there? And he fights the big dude.
Miriam gets stuck in the airplane, which, by the way, folks, that airplane, that German airplane, is actually a very rare plane. So them getting that on scene was extremely, excuse my phone, is extremely rare. So
yeah,
be thankful you actually see that thing.
Yeah.
It's like, woo, eye candy for me.
And he fights the big dude who is... You can tell he doesn't have brains because Indy like covers up and he gets killed by the propeller of the plane. I just realized that plane. They basically for Captain America, First Avenger. That plane is in it, but it's just very huge.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized that. I didn't even think about that. But so then after they get out of that situation. They find Sala. Sala's like, Indy, you're alive. And Indy's like, okay, I'm gonna get the Ark. You find a boat and take care of Miriam. And then one of the like greatest action scenes, at least in my opinion. Harrison Ford goes from like Nazi truck to Nazi truck to get the Ark, which He did the stunt, and apparently he had a harness while he was climbing under trucks and stuff, but it broke.
Yeah, Harrison Ford is known for doing his own stuff.
I mean, personally, I don't know. Everyone's like, "Oh, Tom Cruise, he's so cool. He does his own stunts." I'm not denying that. And I would say Tom Cruise has done some amazing stunts, but Harrison Ford, I mean, that was before Tom Cruise. I mean, I would say he was there before Tom Cruise came into frame.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. So, he climbs through the trucks, he gets the Ark, they get on a ship, and then the ship gets stopped by, like, a Nazi U-boat. And then Miriam gets captured, the Ark gets captured, but Indy's hiding on the boat, and then he swims over, and I don't get how you get away with like not getting found. He like hitches a ride on top of the U-boat the entire way.
Yeah, but you also have to remember, like, even if it is story mode, sometimes U-boats stayed above water for a long time.
Yeah, but like you think someone would go up, check the top every once in a while?
Not really. If he knew what he was doing, especially since Indy's history actually is he spent time. If you actually look into his lore. He spent time in the United States Army.
I always wondered that.
He actually is a government agent as well. Like, if you look at his original story...
That makes sense. Because, I mean, to go into Indiana Jones lore just a little bit, I really want to watch the, there's a Young Indiana Jones series, which I don't know if it's any good, but I've seen trailers for it when I was really young.
I used to watch it when I was a kid. It's okay.
And is there a book series? Because I feel like...
Yes, there's actually 3 different types of books.
I want to read the books. I mean, probably after I get through all the Star Wars books I have. But yeah. So they get to... Where are they? Where do they travel to?
Some kind of island that the Nazis have fortified.
Yeah.
And another favorite scene of mine is where he finds one of the soldiers, knocks him out, and tries to put on his tunic. And it's too small, and the officers... complained at him. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fix my hair. I'm gonna wham!" Hits him in the gut.
Yeah.
And catches the hat, puts it on. Oh, it was funny.
Yeah, that was a funny scene. And then he somehow gets a bazooka and he's like, "Give me the Ark. I'll blow it up."
Technically,
or give me Miriam.
It would be a Panzerfaust or a Panzerschreck. But if you really look at it, it's actually a modern prop of an RPG.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Which doesn't fit. But at the time, I guess they grabbed whatever they could.
Yeah.
But still, it should have been a Panzerfaust or a Panzerschreck. which would be the equivalent of a bazooka.
Yeah. And he couldn't blow up the Ark.
He couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it. So do you think it's because of Miriam, or do you think it's because of the Ark?
Well, I think it's both.
Because, I mean, not to get into faith, I mean, he is like, I believe, he is a Christian.
Yes.
And, I mean, I don't even, like, to destroy, I mean, the thing is, to destroy something that was, like, that's holding, like, something that, like, God made, I mean, I'd be afraid to destroy that, too. Just, yeah. But, so he gets captured because he couldn't do it. And then all the crazy crap happens.
Mm-hmm. All the face melting, all the crazy ghosts, all the explosion of cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, all the Nazis die, and Miriam and Indy are the only survivors because they close their eyes. I wonder, do you think all the Nazis on the island die?
Anybody who was looking at it, yes. Those that weren't.
Won't there still be? So I'm curious, like, how, because, like, after that scene, immediately goes, like, they're in America.
Well, Indy could probably capture it really quick and order whichever soldiers are left.
Yeah. That's true.
Which, also, before I forget,
yeah.
in that scene where they're all holding submachine guns,
yeah.
Some of them are holding rifles, but did you actually know that the MP40 was one of the rarest submachine guns to carry?
Yeah.
And they showed a lot of people having them? That actually is a false for history. It would be more like a MNP or something else that would be submachine gun.
Yeah.
But they would be carrying more rifles than anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to go back and rewatch it. Yeah, rewatch it. Because, I mean, then again, it was the 80s.
Indeed. It definitely gave that inspiration for a lot of people. Which, if you ask any kid nowadays, like, do you know who Indiana Jones is? They'd probably look at you like, who?
Yeah. Surprisingly, it has, like, a very cult following. That's all, folks. I'm kidding. Has a very cult following.
Yes, but if you go back about at least 10 years,
you
might have somebody going, oh my gosh, yeah, Indy.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like, I got a coworker who's like 21 years old, and I've talked to him and said, yo, the new Indiana Jones is coming out. He's like, who? I'm like, dude, it's Indiana Jones. He's like, no, never watched it. I'm like, what are you, sheltered?
Oh, it was like my one friend who was like, oh, I love Teen Titans Go, and I'm just like, what? Nope. I'm like, no, that's the wrong name.
That's the wrong answer, buddy.
Wrong answer. He's never heard of Teen Titans.
Wow. But anyway, so they get back to America, and then they talk to the guys where it goes to. Where's the Ark? With our top men.
It goes into a warehouse. Never to be seen again until
the terrible Crystal Skull movie. I'm sorry, folks. I hate that movie.
It's not terrible.
In my mind, they should have stuck with the original stuff instead of CGI. Also, I don't like the fact that there's aliens in it.
That is weird.
Even if they were doing aliens, I think they should have done a better job. But this is also Indy, who always says, well, I don't believe in anything.
Yeah.
Because he's that guy of like, I didn't see it. He's Schultz. He's claiming Schultz from Hogan's Heroes. I see nothing. I know nothing.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't think it's a great movie either. I'd probably watch it before I'd watch Temple of Doom again.
You kidding me? I watched the 3 originals before I watched Crystal Skull.
Temple of Doom is good. Alright. I like the sword fights. I like Short Round. That's pretty much it, because it gets a little demonic.
Well, yes and no, but you also have to look at the aspect of how the Hindu people really did things back then. They actually did all kinds of crazy sacrifice stuff, which we'll go right into now.
Yeah, you talk about this one because
it's just not your kettle of fish.
I know it's creepy. Well, a lot of like what folks, correct me. Don't be mad at me. don't have a lot of this knowledge, at least not anymore. The Hindu beliefs and faith, it's kind of creepy and a little disturbing.
You think that's creepy and disturbing? You should look at some Native American.
Oh no,
like
I
Wendigo,
know.
Skinwalkers.
Oh
my gosh! But anyway, so Temple of Doom. So before we go on, there's actually a heavy connection to this and my one supervisor who, before he was my supervisor, was a very good friend. So I call him Dr. Jones, and he calls me Short Round. Literally,
Dr. Jones.
On the overhead when I ping him for work, I'm like, "Bing, hey Dr. Jones, can you come up to the front, please, Dr. Jones?" And everybody starts busting up laughing.
Okie dokie, Doctor.
And then whatever he says, "Hey, Short Round, go do something." Okie dokie, Dr. Jones. Mind you, this man is shorter than me and much older than me.
Oh boy.
But it's funny because everybody looks at us like, "You call him Dr. Jones?" Yeah, he calls me Short Round. We're like, "What?" It's like, "Well, where's your Yankees hat?" I'm like, "Shut up." But anyway, so it begins in China, where I believe
Beijing.
Beijing, where Indy finds one of the first emperors, and they go through the whole spiel of Willie singing "Anything Goes" in Chinese, which I hum a lot. It's one of my favorite songs from that whole movie. You should hear me trying to sing Chinese. Oh, it's terrible. I've actually had a Chinese guy come up to me and say, "You know, you sing very terrible Chinese." I'm like, "Yes, sir, I know, because I don't know the lines." But anyway, so Indy is talking to one of the basically mobsters in China.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Okay, I'm going to hand him over, but you got to give me the diamond."
Yeah.
So the whole spiel goes back and forth. And then Indy gets poisoned. And they start laughing. It's like, "You give me the diamond, I'll give you the antidote." So then it goes into the whole scuffle that he's going to stab Willie if he doesn't give up everything. And then the mafia boss is like, "Huh, take the girl, I'll get another one." Which is pretty freaked up.
Yeah.
But they get into the whole fight scene. Indy kills one guy. Then they go into the gong fight. They get tossed out the window. They go down, fall down in. Mind you, Willie puts the antidote down her shirt.
And the diamond, I think.
And I think they lost the diamond.
I'm pretty sure she also got...
She might have.
I don't know.
But anyway, so they fall down. They meet Short Round. And Indy's like, "Short Round, get moving." "Okie dokie, Dr. Jones." And my favorite part, turns the hat around. "Hold on to your potato." And you see a block of wood tied to his foot.
Yeah. And this is the same kid from the Goonies.
The Goonies and many other TV shows.
Yeah.
But yes, they're driving down, and he actually sticks his hand down the actress's shirt to get the antidote. And then you hear Short Round, "Hey, Dr. Jones, no time for love. Focus." And then they start he starts shooting back at them. Then he's like, "Here, hold my gun." And then Willie drops the gun. He's like, "Where's my gun?"
He's like, "Ow!
Where's my gun?
I broke a nail!
I burnt my fingers and I cracked a nail!" And then they get into one airplane, and it turns out the mafia boss owns it. Then after that bit, they're flying. The pilots drop some of the fuel. They bail. Then you hear, hey, mister, there's no one flying the plane. You call him Dr. Jones, doll." And then Indy's like, "Okay, fuel. Oh boy." Then the famous fall out of the plane raft scene, which the Mythbusters busted that one, which was a nice episode where you would not survive falling down on that because there is no cushion underneath. Maybe into water you might, but not on a hard surface. Then they do the whole slide down bit, and they wind up in India, and they meet one of the village elders.
Yeah.
And they do all their talking, and Willie's like, "I can't eat this. Here, you eat it." And he's like, "No, you're
it's disrespect.
You're disrespecting them, and you're embarrassing me." Yeah. So she eats whatever's given. I would believe the whole thing, or she finds it. Then they talk about the Shankara stones.
Yeah.
Which are stones of energy. And yeah, they talk about going back to Bangkok Palace, trying to defeat the evils, I guess, of some sort, get back the stones. So as they're going, they find statues with digits, fingers and thumbs all over it, cut off, and there's blood filled up in a little bowl. Meanwhile, there's bats above, which is a mistake from the movie, in my opinion. These are huge fruit bats, not vampire bats.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Indy just trying to scare Willie. But these are some of the biggest bats in the world in India. Some of them, not all of them. Yeah. So mind you, folks, if you correct me, you correct me. But they're not the biggest. They're one of the biggest. So they're actually harmless bats.
Okay.
So other than that, they get going. Then they have to rest for the night. And it comes into the big snake scene where it's going around Willie's neck. And Willie thinks it's the elephant. She throws it and Indy's freaking out. Along with Indy and Short Round having a card game and Short Round stuffing aces up his sleeve.
Oh, boy.
Then they get to the palace. They're greeted. Then they have the dinner scene. The famous dinner scene.
Oh, no.
Which, if you watch closely,
no.
When they pop open the beetles, it's actually a plastic beetle with some kind of colored whipped cream. Which is pretty funny. And then you have the scene where they cut the snake open and little snakes come out. Actually, that is just a bunch of small snakes stuffed in a fake, I'm not sure if it's a boa or if it's a python, either way.
No.
Cut it open.
No.
Then it comes to my mom's least favorite scene.
No.
The chilled monkey brains. Which is actually Jell-O.
It's not a good scene. It's no.
I love how you're freaking out and I'm just geeking out about this.
Well, I'm picturing the entire scene as you're explaining it. And I just remember, this is like, I don't like this movie because of the food, because of the villains, because of the rituals.
Well, don't forget, in India, they worship all kinds of animals, including cows, rats, monkeys, you name it.
Alright, well, we better sum up this movie quick, because we only got however...
Yeah, long until we get picked up.
Yeah.
Which, folks, if you ever watched Airsoft or played it, we're going to Revelations starting today. So we'll be away Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll be driving back Monday.
We're going to the zoo. We're going to the zoo. Where we're going to see some animals.
But anyway, so let me sum it up a little bit. So they go through all kinds of stuff in the palace with Indy and Willie trying to prove to each other that they're not going to be intimate. And somebody tries to kill Indy. Indy kills him back, though. Indy goes into Willie's room trying to find somebody to hurt her, but he pushes a statue in. They find their way down into the ritualistic area where Olaram is pulling a heart out of the dude, which, ironically, in Dungeons & Dragons, I did something funny. There was a altar, and the Dungeon Master was like, so, what do you do at the altar? Well, I grabbed one of my colleagues or traveling companions' cloaks off of him. Boom, hey, what was that for? Throw it around me and pretend to have something in my hand, and I go, Kalima, Kalima. And the Dungeon Master goes, and you just summoned Orcus. I'm like, oh, snap. I'm like, well, sorry, guys. But yes.
It was worth it.
Right. But yes, that whole scene, in my opinion, is one of the best horror scenes. To me. Why? Because what lengths they went to get that fake heart in his hand.
That's true.
There's a whole thing showing there's wires going down his robes, down his arm. And that was actually real fire in his hand. They actually had to put something on his hand from him catching fire.
Yeah.
Like the lengths these people went through. It's like...
Yeah.
But anyway, they get through all that. The guy gets burned and eaten by the volcano, to the point. Indy tries to get the Shankara stones, but he's caught. Indy goes through the crazy transformation thing where they pour the crazy blood in his mouth, or the potion, which in my mind I think is something mixed with the blood, some kind of hallucinogen, which they would use back in the day. But anyway, it makes you think, like, wow, this is dark. And then Short Round burns him, brings him back.
Yeah.
They go through the whole fight scene, the spiel. They free the kids.
And he also, the prince was like possessed too, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was given
and Short Round like freed the prince.
And then one of my other favorite scenes is with the big guy who gets crushed by the roller.
Oh yeah.
Which actually the roller is made out of sponge. It's big foam.
Yeah.
Which he gets you got to think. It's like, in the retrospective, it's like, he's not getting hurt through the actual actor. But in the movie, it's like, yeah, the bad guy gets crushed. But for real, the guy's just like, ah!
Yeah.
But anyway, we finish up with them running through the tunnels and escaping.
Yeah.
Then you get to the bridge scene. And you have Indy talking back and forth to Odoram, and Short Round speaks to Short Round in Chinese. Hey, hold on. And Short Round starts wrapping around.
Hang on, lady, we're going for a ride.
Hang on, lady, we go for a ride. Oh, God, what is he doing? Shushing! And they fall. They do their spiel on the whole bridge going up. Yeah. He starts doing incantations. The rocks glow. Odoram falls down to his death, which is fitting.
Yeah.
They climb back up. He returns the stone. And at the end of normal movies, the guy gets the girl, but in all reality, Indy really doesn't get Willie.
Yeah.
To the point.
I never really liked Willie.
Same.
Okay. So next movie up, the best one.
The Last Crusade.
Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade. I'm trying to. This starts off when he's a kid.
Yes, and the person that is playing, basically, Indy's, basically it's the Indiana Jones look like in the beginning.
Yeah.
The actor that hands him the hat was supposed to be in the movie, but he had died from a plane crash. He was supposed to be constantly in the movie. I can't remember the actor's name. We'd have to look that up.
Huh.
But to the point, it goes on. And then I guess years later, he gets this crossback that he finds along with these guys. And then the ship sinks.
Huh. Yeah.
The gears are clicking in your head. I'm watching your head.
Yeah. No. I'm really thinking hard about that. Well, I mean, that opening scene was cool, like the chase scene, and then here's the thing: the cross. He would have I feel like he would have been able to keep the cross or get it to a museum if his father helped him. But and what's cool is this entire movie is about finding the Holy Grail, and the thing is, Indy's father has been researching this his entire life, and that's how because of his research, is how they end up finding the Holy Grail. But Indy ends up getting the cross back when he's very much older, and it gets donated. It belongs in a museum!
So do you!
And then I'm trying... How does he get... Is he, invited to a party by...
Yep.
He's invited...
Because his father was invited prior to look for the Grail. Now this other guy invites him.
Oh, well, I think beforehand, doesn't he get the journal? It's mailed...
It's mailed to him, yes.
It's mailed to him.
But yet, his father should have mailed it to the Marx Brothers.
Yeah. And then, gets invited to the party. He checks out his dad's house to find out it's ransacked. And then, I guess through reading through the journal, does he go straight to Vienna?
Actually, it's wherever they go to that library.
Isn't that in Vienna?
No, I think it's Venice.
Oh, it's Venice.
It's in Venice.
I'm sorry.
Venice. Hey, close with the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, goes to Venice to one of the big old churches that have been converted into a library.
And then, what's her name? He meets, what's her name?
Schneider. Ellen? I think it's Ellen Schneider?
I don't know.
Anyway. Goes to show you, folks, how we're not, functioning too well with the cold and our heads are
working. Might have been smart to watch these movies beforehand.
Maybe.
But, yeah. She's the love interest in the movie. And then all crazy crap happens because they find a clue to, leading to the Holy Grail. And then...
Which, my favorite part with the librarian, where Indy's he sees the X, and he starts smashing in the library. It's boom, bam! Looks at the stamp, okay. Boom, bam! Looks at the stamp again, puts it up on the top, just stares at it wow, how did I make that noise? Because Indy's hitting the floor to break it so they'll go down in and find the crypts.
Yeah. And then, the bookkeeper.
Yeah.
Now the bookkeeper's stamping his book, like making. Oh
what?
man, it just clicked. And then all the crazy crap happens. They get chased by the protectors, and
the Knights of Christ, I think they call themselves.
Yeah, and then aren't they like, or is it? It's like is it like a Knight of the Round Table kind of thing?
Basically, it's the Crusaders.
Yeah.
But they're a more modern take for Indy's version.
Yeah, and then
the Grail.
I forget. He doesn't he come up with a truce for the one dude?
I believe so.
Yeah, and then I forget how they ever get there, but well he does end up falling in love with like the Schneider girl.
Yeah, which his father already had some fun times with her before.
Yeah, and Nazis try to find the journal. That doesn't happen. They end up, I don't know, I can't remember how they got there, but they went to the
castle.
And Marcus went to
Egypt
with the journal.
Yeah, to find Salah. But anyway, so the castle scene, another one of my favorite scenes, especially when they walk up. We're here to see the tapestries. If you are Scottish Lord, then I am Mickey Mouse. How dare he? Bam!
And then, what? Goes to the castle, finds the father, finds out the Schneider.
Girl is working, but still one of the other best scenes. Smashes the vase on top of his head.
Yeah.
Oh, look what I did. It's okay, Dad. Everything's good. That's good. It's a fake. After hitting poor Indy on the head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, finds out the Schneider girl's working for the Nazis.
And he finds out the rich dude from the beginning is working for the Nazis too. It's like, I told you, Dr. Jones, trust no one. Not even me. That's not in the movie.
But still. Yes, and then they are tied up.
Yeah. And
they're at the fireplace. It's like, Dad, hand me my Lucky Charm. And it's literally basically an old Zippo lighter with a Lucky shamrock on it.
Sean Connery's character, Henry Jones.
Dad, what? Dad, what? Yeah. Dad, what? Help me get out of this.
He's not. He's smart, but he's not. When it comes to like using weaponry or any kind of tools, not the greatest.
Well, I do believe he's like similar to your mom and dad when it comes to weapons. No weapons.
I mean, he does when like they get out of the castle. The cool motorcycle chasing. That's all cool. But like when they're being chased by the airplanes, and he's like and it uses seagulls.
Let the oceans and the barge be my weapon.
Yeah. Snap. Oh, actually, and that was after. I think I jumped pretty. I think I jumped pretty far because that went from because they're still before that they try to get out of Berlin on a blimp. That doesn't work out, and they crash a plane. And also they had to get the journal back.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like my favorite scene. And this might sound messed up. Indy gets an autograph from Hitler. The thing is, when I was young, went right over my head. Had no idea what was going on. I was 8. I didn't know about World War II. I didn't know who the dude. Then watching it when I was older, it was like, oh crap, he just got an autograph from Adolf Hitler. Oh man. And then what? Once they escape the Nazis, they get on their way to Egypt, find out Marcus has been captured. Wasn't really that hard. Marcus is not that smart himself.
Got lost in a museum.
I thought you said he disappeared. Marcus get lost in his own museum.
And then they go to Petra.
Yeah.
Which is where the hidden grail is. Which, if you actually go to the real Petra, literally you walk in and it's like a room maybe double the size of your room.
Yeah, it's not that big.
And then we get through all the traps.
Well, don't forget, Indy's father gets shot, and that's his whole motivation for going into the...
Which, I'll reveal a little bit when they bring the Grail back, about that wound scene, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they go through all the biblical stuff, which is one of my favorite parts. Is like, the penitent man will pass. Penitent man is humble. He kneels before God. Kneel! As the saw goes over his head. Yeah. That's one of my favorite traps. Next one is my absolute favorite. It's what, Noah?
What
the puzzle where
the
he
puzzle.
has to step. Jehovah.
James Lounge. Jehovah starts with an I.
Idiot.
Jehovah starts. Well, that's because of the Greek.
Yes, the Greek and Roman alphabet.
Fun fact. I need to go back and reteach myself, but I did know how to write. Speaking hard, but I did know how to speak like the biblical Greek. It's very fun once you like learn it and you can understand it, especially when it comes to Bible stuff. But as you were saying.
All right, and then the next one, which I kind of like, it's like, okay, you have to have faith for this one. Take a step of faith. Basically, it's just a well-hidden bridge that's camouflaged.
Yeah.
And then when they throw the pebbles across, it's actually a green screen.
Yeah, which they didn't do. Did they do a whole lot of green screen?
They did
back then.
Yes, they actually did, because Disney, before Disney, Wizard of Oz actually was one of the biggest things that did all kinds of stuff. Not with green screen wise though, but Disney was one of the biggest ones that like took off with that. Yeah. But they did do quite a bit of green screen and CGI in their own way back in the day.
All right.
But we get to the knight where the knight comes up, tries to attack him, but he's too old.
My back!
It's a flop. You've bested me in combat. Now it goes to you. And then we go to the Grail itself, which is still in my opinion, still one of the best things, like the way they make this dude age.
He chose poorly.
And you wouldn't think about it. Like, you have all these different cups, and then you got one cup that's simple. Yeah. One simple cup. Yeah. And he's like, I'll take the crappy one. Yeah. You chose wisely.
And it's like, don't take the Grail past the seal.
Well, before we get to that, he takes it to his dad, which...
No, he says that before he takes it to his dad.
He does. But he gets it to his dad. Now, on his dad, the wound, right where his rib is, technically it's like an Alka-Seltzer or a baking soda packed there. And when he pours the water, it can be water or it can be a certain chemical that makes it fizz. And the wound disappears. Yeah, so that's some of the cool movie magic that they do.
I don't know. One thing, not saying that the Holy Grail exists, because there's a whole bunch of controversy with that, but theoretically, since the father drank from it, and since Indy drank from it, won't they have eternal life, or have
well, don't forget,
or at least live longer?
Or don't forget the controversy. I can't talk. Is either he drank from it, or it's the cup that caught his blood.
That's true.
But here's the thing: it wouldn't be live forever. It would be that it would heal. It would heal and give you maybe a couple more years to your life, or make you healthier.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a whole lot. There's a lot of historical controversy about that.
It's the same thing with the art.
And then what? The love interest takes the cup past the seal, falls into death.
I can just reach it, Dad. Yeah. I can just reach it.
I love that scene so much.
Wait, you just called me Indy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one of our favorite scenes. It's like, Henry, I prefer Indiana. You were named after the dog.
Indy. Henry, follow me.
I know the way. Yeah, that's like one of the best endings, like riding off into the sunset. And then how many years? It's like 30 years has passed. And then in 2008 we get
Crystal Skull.
Which we should sum this up pretty quick.
It was a bad movie. The end.
The end.
But I will say this, though.
I did like Shia LaBeouf in this movie.
It was okay. I did like some of the small cameo things that did pop in.
Special effects were cool.
Agreed, but some of the CGI could have been better, especially with the ants eating people.
Oh, yeah.
Which I feel like shouldn't have been. Should have been something else. It would have been funnier if the Yeti came out of nowhere or something.
I mean, to sum it up, it was... The thing is, it's usually about finding, like, history artifacts. I mean, sure, there was a little history stuff, but it was basically all about finding...
Well, this was about Roswell. Yeah, Area 51, where the aliens crashed.
Aliens. Yeah, it was about, like, finding aliens. Like, finding alien origin. And the woman who was the villain, she was creepy. Were they German or were they Russian?
They were Russian, and then there were some Chinese in the mix, too.
Yeah, and then... What? Shia LaBeouf's character...
is Indy's son.
Is Indy's son, and Miriam's the mother... They end up getting married at the end.
Which, I really want to sum that up real quick. The real Indiana lore, when Indy's younger, he's supposed to have married and had two children. A son and a daughter. Yeah. His wife dies of illness, or of cancer, I believe. And then he still takes care of his kids in some ways. Yeah. But through that, I guess he finds Miriam through the actual lore. I'm not sure. I can't, don't quote me on it. But literally, Indy... in the books and in his lore, lives to 95 years old. He loses an eye, he walks with a cane, and he is a grouchy old man.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, like, we're not really going to talk about that much about Crystal Skull. It was an movie, but let's go to the thing that we really wanted to talk about.
Yes,
the Indiana Jones 5 trailer. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Which I think it's like a time thing where they're jumping back and
forth.
Well,
yes.
Yeah. Where I see it. Because you see a young Harrison Ford. And you see an old Harrison Ford. It's like, okay.
Yeah. And I was getting a lot of Sands of Persia. Or like, no, I just combined the title. The subtitle. I got Prince of Persia vibes. Sands of Time. And, well, it seemed a lot like that.
It did. Like, somebody's trying to... Either Indy and Sala find something, or somebody finds something to.
Yeah, Sala's back in this movie, and that I love John Rhys Davies. I love him. You hear his voice in the beginning, even though I think the beginning in the trailer definitely touches into some Indiana Jones lore because he's like, I miss the desert, I miss the sea. He mentions places that I'm like, okay, we haven't been here with Indiana Jones. Which maybe they'll touch on some of these previous adventures. I hope they do. Main villain, I'm not sure. I will say, I think definitely there's going to be a Nazi tie into it. Maybe
you see him in a German officer.
You see him in a German officer outfit, and you see a silhouette that looks similar to Hitler.
Yes, which we'll see.
We'll see. I have to say, Joe, thoughts of the trailer? I thought
it looks good.
It looks amazing. I have to say, the music. As soon as I heard the music and like the modern like movie orchestral stuff, I was just so excited.
Hopefully, it's not going to be another Obi-Wan where I was extremely hyped. I liked it. The fight scenes were good, but there were so many holes.
Yeah. I think the actions could be good, but is the story going to be good? That's the question.
I agree.
Is there, I mean...
I don't think there's much more we can touch on. Plus, we got to get ready. Our ride will be here
in a minute. This has been Two Sides of the Same Coin. As for other stuff, like what we've been consuming, we've been pretty busy, haven't been watching too much. I mean...
I've been working.
And I just finished up this semester of school. I'm excited to get back into reading Star Wars. And I just gave PJ a copy. I don't know when, but soon we're going to do a book review. Yeah, because I really want to get into book reviews. Star Wars, Legends, The Old Republic, Revan. I'm excited about it. That's a good book. It's a really good book. I especially love the Star Wars Legends. But, yeah, haven't really been watching much. Scooby-Doo, Milo Murphy's Law. I mean, that's where we get. We're going to the zoo. We're going to the zoo, and then we're gonna see some animals.
Dakota, could you please stop singing? No.
Yeah. This has been Two Sides of the Same Coin, and you ate my enchilada.
I'm still not going to get that reference. Never. Also,
no.
Make sure you watch plenty of older movies too, not just this newfangled ding-dangle stuff. Because Sean Connery's one of the best. Yes, he is.
I'm dead. I'm gone. I'm gone. Oh, farewell.
Farewell.